Can Daddy cook?
Mm-hmm.
Hey YouTube, hey everybody. Welcome to Daddy Cooks. I got a really good idea, and I'm gonna tell you how it started. Last weekend, myself, JB, and a couple other guest cooks, I don't want to omit anybody, but it was DW, Clancy, I believe his name is, Tom from Tom's Test Kitchen, we had Russ Jones from Smoky Ribs, and who else was there? I'm sorry if I forgot anybody else, but the reason we had the live feed was to talk to Miss Julie from this place, from Slawsa. This is that's her website. All right. She has this product. It's called Slawsa. All right, and what it is a gourmet topping for everything, according to their buzz line here. But it's a combination of slaw and salsa. Really good flavor. But during this live feed, and here's a link to the live feed if you want to see, about an hour, 10 minutes long, but if you want to bear through it, really good thing to watch, I think. But a lot of ideas for recipes were coming up, and one of them that I suggested was to braise some spare ribs using the Slawsa. So it sparked my interest, so we're gonna check it out. Let's see if we can do something really good, really interesting with the Slawsa. All right, guys, so you saw the title. It's gonna be braised spare ribs with a red wine Slawsa sauce, if that makes sense. All right, guys, so anyway, my supporting cast is as follows. Let me put this right here. All right, there's a store called Carly C's around here, and what Carly C's does is they butcher their meat. They will butcher meat for you, and they had some really small spare ribs, and I asked them to cut me some that were thicker, and that's what this is right here. Really nice bone-in spare ribs. I had them cut for me. But anyway, I have a bunch of bone-in spare ribs. I'm gonna obviously use the Slawsa. Make sure the title's out. Product placement. The Slawsa. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna marinate these with Slawsa and red wine. Okay, guys? Now I'm gonna let those marinate for about an hour, and hour and a half, whatever. And then after I get that done, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna salt and pepper these, okay, with the kosher salt and some fresh cracked black pepper, okay, guys? After I do that, I'm going to sear them off real quick, fast, and I'm gonna put them back into the pan, and then I'm gonna braise them. What I'm gonna braise them in is some more red wine with some bouillon cubes and some water, or actually with some beef stock or beef broth, okay, guys? And I'm gonna throw in a couple bay leaves, okay? And from that point, then I'm just gonna let them braise for a couple of hours until they are tender, okay? After that, I'll just have to refine the sauce, take the meat out, reduce the sauce until it gets the proper thickness. Might throw in a pat of butter, spoon it over the ribs. How's that sound? All right, guys. So let me get my meat prepped for marinade, and I'll give you guys a quick look-see, and then we'll be off to the cook portion. I will be right back. All right, guys, we are back. Continuing on with this prep, or at least let you see where I'm going with this. All right, guys. All I did was use 1 cup of wine in each one of these bags, and I used a half a cup of Slawsa, and it looks like that. All right, guys. And I'm gonna let this marinate for about an hour, maybe 2. Okay, I'll let this marinate until I feel it's got enough flavor in there. Now, what I didn't mention, guys, was this is the type of wine I use, all right? Fairly inexpensive. I think I spent like $6 on this bottle of wine. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon, all right? If you're gonna cook with a wine, guys, make sure that you're cooking with a wine that you're willing to drink. So obviously I did take a sip. I'm not a wine drinker, but this is a dry one. It's got a little bit of a tang to it, and I think that little bit of tang will marry real good with the Slawsa. All right, guys, so let me let these marinate, and next time you guys see me, we'll continue on with the cooking process. I will be right back. Hey YouTube, we are back, guys. I'm just browning these off, okay? And they look like this. And matter of fact, that was a shot while I was cooking it. This is what it looks like now. All right, guys, I'm still just about finished. All right, so let me pull these off. Had to turn my fire down. I brown these on all sides. If you are not temperamental, if you're nervous about getting popped on, I will caution you that cabbage does pop when it gets hot. All right, guys, I got a bunch of dark gootsies and bitsies in here, caramelized sugars from the Slawsa, and this is clarified butter. All right, ghee. My meat's done. Now this is all the marinade, and I am gonna deglaze with that. All right, let me get all of the Slawsa fragments out of there. Ooh, hot. Second bag. Let me get you guys up to speed now. No, I think you guys got it. Okay, marinated meat. Took the meat out the marinade. Now, brown the meat off. Showed you that. And now I'm gonna deglaze. Once I finish deglazing, I'll show you shots of it. Once I finish deglazing this, then I'm going to put the meat back in. I'm going to increase the volume so it just half fills or half covers, and then it's going into the oven that's coming to temperature at 400 degrees. I'm just going to go for a long haul. I'm going to continually turn it after I check it periodically until I get even cooking and it's really, really tender. All right, guys, so let me finish deglazing and getting my pan the way I want it, prepared to go into the oven, and I'll show it to you then. I'll be right back. Hey guys, we are back, and how's it smell, baby? It smells wonderful. What I did was I put all my meat back into a pan with the meat side down and the membrane side up, okay guys? And I topped it off with a little bit more wine, maybe a cup or two of wine, some water, and 4 bouillon cubes. Also threw in some my bay leaves. And now I just need to put this into the oven, and it's gonna go for the long haul, guys. So here we go for our braise. The fluid is about halfway up the meat, the bigger pieces. And what I will do is I'll check it and turn it. I guess I'll let it go for about, I'm thinking about an hour, maybe 2. I'm just gonna keep checking until it's tender. Let's go with until it's tender. All right, guys? So let me get this done and I'll be right back. Wait, don't turn it off, baby. Miss Julie, this place smells wonderful. I'm hoping this is gonna turn out great. I promised you a Slawsa video, and here it is. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I am back. Miss Julie. This looks wonderful, guys. This is my end result here. And these spare ribs, one, they are very, very tender, and they're dark and rich because of the red wine. What I did was, I think they went for about 3.5 hours, maybe 4 hours, and I kept turning them. I turned them like 4 or 5 times just because I had them covered for a while, then I uncovered them. I didn't want them to burn because it's in the oven. So I kept turning them, and they're nice and tender. But now, it's time for the taste test. You want to taste this too, baby? She said, I'm behind the camera. All right, guys, first of all, look at that. Look at that. That is tender as I don't know what. Anyway, I'm gonna cut me a piece anyway because I'm gonna go through this little membrane on the back that I did not peel off. They are cooked all the way through. All right, and here we go. Right. The connective tissue on the inside has melted down, so it's tender. But I can taste the slawsa mildly, but flavorful, and the beef, and the wine. Oh my goodness. This is wonderful. Now, what I'm gonna do off camera is I'm gonna separate the oil that braised out and probably use an immersion blender, or maybe not, render down, make a sauce. But it's getting late and I need to feed my girls, and I just want to do this. I gotta taste this one more time. Oh my goodness. Hold on, Tay, just here. Tell me what you think, sweetie. Yes, right. Slawsa works in a braise. Once again, this was the original. Oh my goodness, you guys should try this. But I'm gonna do some zucchini, and I'm gonna make a sauce and probably do some potatoes or some rice or something so I can feed my girls. But that's it, y'all. Once again, slawsa, red wine. I use very few other seasonings. I think I just use salt and pepper, and this is fantastic. All right, so Miss Julie, I've confirmed it. Yes, it does break down like you told me, but it tastes wonderful in a braise. My girls call me
Daddy,
and I cook. Can Daddy cook?